Schmo with the pro. He's 21-5. He's the number 5 ranked UFC welterweight in the world. Gilbert El Dorino Burns in the flesh. Just finished practice. Killcliff FC. How we doing, man?
Doing great.
Got a big time fight coming up with Jorge Gamebred Masvidal in Miami. UFC 287. It's coming up in a few weeks now.
Finally, we're supposed to fight since last year. I moved over already a bit. New Magnet in Brazil. I was looking forward to another fight, but then UFC on the week right after the fight, they offered me Jorge. For sure, say yes, especially at home. Now I'm excited. A couple more weeks.
It was almost instantaneous. I mean, you come away from a huge victory against Neil Magny over there in Brazil. Very impressive. By the way, you're looking 5 years younger or so with that haircut. And then you get rewarded with that Masvidal fight.
Yep. So, yeah, I think that's what it looks like. So, but still, got to finish Masvidal now. Like, April 8th, he in Miami, putting a lot of work. Have a great guys mimicking his style. Got Jason Jackson, Kevin Lee, André Fialho, Vicente Luque, Angelusa, and many more just helped me getting ready to this fight.
No shortage of great talent here in the gym to help you out. But do you feel like you get the victory in your hand raised, you're next for the title shot, or you still need maybe one more to get that title shot again?
I hope so. But it's not what I hope sometimes, So I hope a finish against Jorge give me a title shot. But, sometimes it doesn't happen. I'm going to try to push for that. But if not, I'll do one more. I don't care. Like I said, last year I just did one fight. I just had one fight. So this year I'm looking forward to a busy year. If a finish against Jorge is enough, boom, let's get the title shot. If not, I do one more. It's all good.
And what do you think's the most dangerous thing about your opponent? Because, listen, he has not won recently inside the octagon. His back's more or less against the wall if he still wants to stay in title contention. What version or what are your expectations do you think you're going to get out of him?
Jorge is a mean guy, I think, especially now, like the way you said, with his back against the wall, I think he's in more danger. And, okay, he comes from 3 losses, but 2 for Kamaru, like 1 decision, very boring, not a decision lost to Colby. So, yeah, he's still super danger. He has 51 fights. The guy has a lot of experience. For the best guys in the world, I think he has his best is going to be striking. But I know his takedown defense is very good. He has very good grappling defense. I know it's going to be a war, but I'm making sure I'm ready for every aspect on that fight. But I'm looking forward for the finish.
You brought up his name, Colby Covington. The Schmo knows you've been calling that guy out for a long time. How surprised were you to see him weighing in right there in London Town UFC 286 backup fighter to the main event?
He's smart, he's smart because March makes 1 year, that's his last fight, so he got to fight, he got to do something, so he's very smart to put himself. I don't know if UFC offer him or if he offer himself to be a backup, but he's very smart, so at least they're not going to kick him out of the ranks. I think that was very smart moving from him. But we'll see. I gotta fight all these guys. I'm gonna keep calling them out. We'll see. That's a fight that I wanted, but we'll see. Jorge now is the GOAT. Sorry, I gotta keep my focus on Jorge, but we'll see what's next after Jorge.
But do you think because they allowed him to be, the backup fighter, that maybe that's a sign that he's next in line for a title shot, or what do you think that means?
I don't know. Maybe not. I hope not, but we'll see. I think he got to fight. The guy haven't fought in a year. Last fight was against Masvidal, and then he disappeared. Yeah, I hope he's not next. But like I said, what I hope sometimes it doesn't come true. But sometimes he's next. If he's next, it's all good. We got to see the results on that fight first. I think I don't think Kamaru has too much to prove. If he wins, he might be done. Then the title will be maybe vacant. That title, that's kind of like the way I see. If Leon wins, then I think Colby might be next. But we'll see. So if that's the scenario, I still gotta beat Jorge, but then I beat the other guy that's in there, and I'm not making too much expectation, So I just gotta keep winning my fights, and eventually I'm gonna get a title shot. That's what in my head right now.
What do you mean about Kamaru being done? You think he might be done if he gets his hand raised? He's got nothing left to prove. Obviously, future Hall of Famer, one of the best fighters to ever do it.
I know. I think, you know, the way he was saying, like, oh, yeah, I'm not want to fight him so much. He may be, you know, I don't know. It's nothing that I heard, but I think there's a possibility of him to be done, you know, and we'll see. Maybe not, but if Kamaru wins, then Colby's out of the page. That's a good thing, you know. If he's still fighting, Colby's out of the page. But then we'll see who's next. But yeah, that's a good case, you know. If Leon wins, I think Colby's next. If Kamaru wins, we got to move over from Colby, and then we'll see. Maybe me, we'll see.
Well, one thing for certain, your division is probably the most exciting division going on right now in mixed martial arts. Do you got a final message for all the El Dorino fans out there worldwide?
Thank you guys so much. Shout out to all the fans. Fans being nothing but great to me. And tune in April 8th, Violence coming to Miami.
There it is. He's the pro, I'm the schmo.